Hello everyone, what we're going to do today is show you a first clean of this place, because today we've got a few window cleans and some gutter clears and fascia softs and gutters, so it's a mixed day. But this is going to be a first clean, and I thought might as well make a video out of it because I think it'll be a good one. Everything's pretty dirty. It's a new place, just been built. It's not a builder's clean. It's not too bad actually. It's just covering a lot of mess from spiders, cobwebs and all that kind of stuff. Show you around, show you what we're going to do. Okay, this is the front, so it's a converted farm building, but luckily it's only these three windows are the upper windows. Everything else is down lower levels, including around the sides. And we've got two on the left-hand side of the building, which is above an extension roof, but we'll have to use them from the ladder. But I'll just show you what we're kind of dealing with. Hopefully you can see. There's cobwebs, there are marks on here, but it's not mortar or anything, it just comes off really easy with your finger. So the water-fed pole should get all this off. That's all the frames. You can see it's quite dusty. So the frames on the windows up above, we'll clean them best we can. And then what we're going to do is we use the ladder to get up there and check the seals and use a cloth and get them done that way. It's going to be far quicker. If these are really bad and I had to use a scraper, I would use all my traditional stuff first on the windows and then water-fed pole it at the end. But I think for speed, we're going to use gardener's backpack. It's got Synergy in it. I'm using this carbon fibre pole, and that's a soft wash nozzle that I've got in there. And I've got a 25-degree fan nozzle on it because it's set up to do the fascia soffits and gutters. I can change the nozzle for a 25-degree one for cladding. With these sort of cleans, you've basically got to use all the tricks that you've learnt of the trade while you've gone along, and that's the hard part. But every job's slightly different, and you always try different methods, and you kind of like build up a bit of knowledge. But on every job, I still experiment and go with my gut feeling on a couple of windows to try and get a feel with how it's all going to go. If everything's taken longer than what it should do, I'd have to start worrying and try different techniques and tricks till I find something that's going to work. And then once you've got your workflow, you know the rest of the job, that's the way you're going to do it. On this one, we did end up going over the windows a few times, and once we got the cut off the glass, it wasn't too bad. But what we did find is lots of sticker residue. Now these windows were fitted 2 years ago and haven't been cleaned, and they've got the stickers off, but underneath was some residue, and you're just not going to get that off with a water-fed pole. So I had to use my Younger Ninja scraper, and that did take a while to get all these stubborn bits of sticky residue off, but we got there in the end, and that does unfortunately waste a lot of time. Well, I've just changed the nozzle on here for the lime green one, so that's the 65-degree. You need a different size spanner to change that, so it's 14mm spanner for the grey 25-degree nozzle. Not sure on the spanner you need for that one, but I just used a set of pliers to get that on, and this is the spray pattern. It's a much better spray pattern, it's going to be a lot quicker, so I think that's going to be my go-to one. Right, Matthew's just going to film me spraying the rest of this window, and then we'll crack on with the job. This is the back of the property. So we've got these two windows we've just sprayed up. I'm going to move on to this one, and then we're going around that side of the property. On this side, where there's two doors we've done, and we've got two windows above an extension which we're going to use the ladder to reach from with the pole. Anyway, onwards and upwards. This is the other side of the property. We've got this nice big bit of glass here. It's starting to rain. And this is what we're dealing with on here. As you can see, you can just wipe it with your fingers, so it's not like really bad for what I was expecting, thinking like builder's clean. So I think that's why it's coming up well. It's just lots of cobwebs and stuff like that, but this Energy Pro seems to be doing stuff. We haven't checked our work though. Once everything's dried, I may have to go over things a second time round. It's worth going the extra mile on all your first cleans, because it means all your maintenance cleans afterwards are going to be easy, and that's where you really make your money on. So we'll see what we're going to do with this rain. Right, me and Matthew have jumped in the van because that little bit of shower rain has turned to this. It's absolutely pelting it down, and Matthew's gone and had a look on the weather app on the iPhone, and it's going to be raining for the next hour, so it might upset today because we've got quite a lot of like gutter clears, like I said, and window cleans to do, and it's not nice working when it's pissing it down like this. So we'll see how it affects today. But then again, it's summer and we've got the longer light, so it'd be another late finish probably. There's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. But before it got really bad with the rain in, me and Matthew checked the windows at the front. The ones without any vents have come up well. The ones with vents, you got rundowns, which if you follow them up are directly above a vent. So we're going to go and do a second go over with the water-fed pole. But all the framework where it had dried before, luckily the way the winds go in the front bit, we can check the windowsills, they're dry. They've come up well, all that rubbish is off. So Synergy Clean Pro definitely is really good. And the spray nozzle and my soft wash nozzle, the 65-degree fan jet is awesome. That's the way I'm going to go forward with that one. Anyway, let's see how the rest of the day pans out. As you can probably tell, the rain did lighten up a bit, so me and Matthew just decided to get out there and crack on with it as time was getting away, and this was starting to take a bit longer than what we thought, because we started to realise a couple of the windows there was that sticker residue, and we knew that could be a bit of a showstopper and waste a bit of time. And we got the rest of the day to go on, which was some more, well, I think it was 2 more fascia soffits and gutters and 1 with a gutter clear, and we had a few window cleans as well to fit in. This is where the good old faithful muck off brush comes into its own. It's great for these hard to get to little places that your water fed pole brush can't get into. Right, is that clean done? It took a little bit longer than what I was hoping. It was going well, but when some of the windows did dry off, because the rain died down with the wind, we could see it's drying in places fine, but there were some marks. So I had to do, not all the windows, just some of them, go over with me traditional kit. Because there was like, I suppose residue, leftover residue possibly from any stickers on the window, and used my scraper, which took quite a long time, even though what was on there wasn't a lot, it was just the leftover bits. Which are obviously a bit stubborn, but they come off. It's all done now, so all future cleans will be easier. That's the thing with these first cleans, always charge obviously more. It's hard to get that right. Unfortunately, it's all trial and error, and some jobs you know how well you plan or think it's going to take, some will just catch you out. So as long as you've charged enough, the loss is minimum, isn't it? But I thought it was going to come up quite easy really, because I've done some first cleans, they're like builder's cleans, but I didn't have any mortar anywhere. But there we go, live and learn. And sometimes what I do on first cleans is I'll use traditional methods and water-fed pole. So sometimes I just get Matthew to water-fed pole while I'm up a ladder, and all he's concentrating is the frames really, not the glass. And then once he's done that, he moves along the next window to me, and then I do traditional on the glass, because you can wipe it dry with the obviously squeegee and see the state of the glass. And I'm obviously not going top end when I'm doing traditional, because all I'm checking is make sure the glass is clean and the marks are off, and I've got all the scraper tools and walnut pads and whatnot. And then once I've done the glass and I'm happy that's clean, we're going to redo water-fed pole, the whole window and frames anyway, because that's my main way of cleaning windows, so I want the customer to see that and that it works. It's just I used a traditional method to get it there, and then sometimes like this one you just think we can do it without doing traditional, so you kind of like do a first test on the first few windows, go back and check them how they're doing, and then readjust from there. So I'd definitely say as a window cleaner, even if you're water-fed pole, learn how to do traditional, because you're going to use some of the methods there anyway for first cleans, or even when it's a maintenance clean and you've got something stubborn, you're going to use the old glass scraper, which is something that comes from the traditional world. So definitely learn everything. Anyway, that's it for me. Hopefully that's been a good video, top tip for you. And yeah, I just thought I'd do it as it was like a really dirty clean to do. So there we go. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.